What's up, tractor lovers? Jason here for the Love of Tractors. I'm with my Mark Twain Toy Show 2018 finds, if you will. And great show this year. Had a lot of fun. Got to talk to a lot of guys. And I thought I would go through and show you what I got. I know you guys have said many times that you really enjoyed this type of video. So let's do it. Let's talk tractors, y'all. A couple things from the show that I kind of wanted to talk about first of all. So the first being that show wants to get a display contest going. So I'm going to put it out there to you guys. Maybe you ought to think about getting a display ready for that show. So obviously that would be a year away, so details are sketchy. It's in Quincy, Illinois, if you don't know. That's right along the Mississippi River, so it's about as far west in Illinois as you can go, but it's right on pretty close to Interstate 72. It's very easy to get to from basically anywhere. So it's a neat show. They had a lot of vendors this year, but what I really liked about it was there was a lot of variety this year. So, you know, everything from custom to stock to old stuff to 1/16 scale customs. I saw there was a room that had like just gobs of scale models, four-wheel drives, and then there was a guy that had a bunch of precision engineering and a bunch of Alice Chalmer and a bunch of you name it. It was there, so I was really impressed with that because last year it was a great show last year, but I felt like it was a lot of repeats. Like, you know, you'd go to every room and it would be a lot of the same items. This year it seems like maybe it was a different set of dealers or the dealers just really stepped it up, but man, it was cool. So, okay. Anyway, so let's start plowing through this stuff, if you will. No pun intended. So I guess first up is my Case IH. Wow. See red, think Case IH. My versatile 610 Delta Track. I guess DT would be for Delta Track, right? Yeah. Sure. Neat tractor. I bought two. Bought this guy that you're seeing here, and he was in the box. And then I bought one here. I've got some issues with my. We'll get to that later. Anyway, so two really cool tractors. I'm really excited to customize. That's why this guy's out of the box already. Been doing some measurements and so on. So we'll get to him later. I'll do a full-on review of that, plus a comparison of it with the wheeled tractor, because as it turns out, there's some really interesting differences between the two. I kind of assumed that Versatile was going to have, you know, essentially the same casting on both. They do not, so that's really cool. Really happy to see that. Next piece is from Heartland Customs. This is Dave Hallman's outfit, and you know, just kind of a nice tillage tool here. I've wanted one of these for a while. I actually wanted maybe a triple fold version, but he didn't have any of those at the show, so that was cool. That's fine that he had this one. I just really like the way these look. It reminds me of customs before everybody went crazy with 3D printing, and I like that, to be honest with you. I obviously do a lot of 3D printing, but I'm looking for more, you know, craftsmanship right now, and that, you know, whatever, it wanes and ebbs and flows and all that stuff, but I liked this. So I think this is a laser cut frame, if I remember correctly, and then these are sort of a cast you know, coulter, if you will. And then the back of the outfit here has a rolling basket, and then a 2-bar harrow as well. So just a really neat outfit. I don't have much use for it on my model farm, but I wanted it because I thought it was cool. And I've seen pictures of these on his website, and he posts on Facebook and so on and so forth. I just had to get one, so little treat for myself there. All right, next up, this is a fun little toy. So this is the 2014 380 Magnum, and this was actually a present from my dad from a really good friend of ours. And my dad's had a rough year, let's just say that, some health issues and so on and so forth. And he always buys from our good friend Herb Minix at basically every show we run into him at. Now my dad's a 16 scale guy, but it was my dad's birthday yesterday at the show. And so, kind of unbeknownst to Herb put this in as a present for my dad. So that's really cool. That's why you got to get out to shows and you got to make connections with these people, because the toy show people are awesome. That's just the only way to put it. They're wonderful people, and we've made a friend for life there for sure. All right, I'm gonna try to get onto this. So this is that green light ram and gooseneck, and now this was just hugely requested from you guys for me to do a review of this, and I wanted to get one, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, I was able to get one of these from Danny Angotti at Angotti Toys, and another really good friend of ours that I love talking to at shows. And so I was able to get one of these. I didn't get one at St. Louis. I mean, I think they were there, but kind of the guys I like to buy from didn't have any, so I knew they would have one here at the Quincy show, at the Mark Twain show, so got together with Danny on that. So we'll see a review of this coming up pretty quick too, probably this next week if I really had to guess. So all right, moving on, sort of last and not least, if you will. So these are, and I might as well take them out of the tissue paper while I'm here. These are the 100 years of John Deere tractors anniversary sets. So these are the first two. So we get a 6215R and a 7290R, and these are silver. They're really cool. I've seen them out of the package a little bit. I'll do a review on these two. That way you guys can just see what they're going to look like in case you want to buy them. These are a bit pricey right now. At St. Louis, this was the first set. Yes, this is the first set. This was going for like $65 to $85 depending on where you found it. Now, so here we are 3 weeks after St. Louis. I picked this up for $50, but that was below sticker price because the dealer I got it from was my good friend Herb. He had 65 on it at the show. Other guys still had that 65 to 85 range. And then the second one, and my battery's crapping out on me. I don't know why. I just charged it, but whatever. So I'm gonna have to hustle here. The second set has the Waterloo Boy, the 4020, and the 8400R. And I don't know what an 8400R is. It maybe, I don't know. Is there I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's got these. They're cool. I have yet to see these out of the box, but I'll do those at the same time I'm doing these. So anyway, like I said, having some battery issues, so I'm going to skedaddle here, and I'll get to doing some reviews after I switch these batteries out. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, give me a like, share, and all that good stuff below. Comment. Tell me what was your favorite thing I bought. Hey, if you went to the show, what did you buy? I love hearing that stuff, so post it up if you will. All right, guys. Have yourselves a great night.